force. Are you kidding me?
Hey, what's up? It's Mister Young.
And it's for in the building. Bro.
Yes,
Remember what we talked about last week? We were shitting so much on Extreme Rules and WWE and the current state of the product. That we need to cleanse our palate a bit, bro.
Bro, it's cleanse our soul. Right now, my soul is hurting. Okay, to be fair though, the recent Raw wasn't so bad. I actually quite enjoyed it. Maybe it was, coming off the letdown that was Extreme Rules. So you're like, it can only go up from there, right?
And also, it was I guess it's the first build up towards this year's SummerSlam. And there was a couple of noteworthy things that happened this past week's Raw. So I think as we are watching and we're going to do our watch along of a Raw from 20 years ago, we will do some comparisons between let's just not kid ourselves. Like, obviously, the previous product was so much better, but let's compare what works during that period and, how it can translate to the current day Raw.
It's WWE then and now. Okay, so the episode in question is Raw, July the 31st. So if you have your WWE network, go and open it right now. Don't worry, we'll talk a little bit more before we actually start the watch along, right? So you have a bit of time. Go and open up your WWE network, July 31st Raw. We're just going to start exactly at the start. It's about an hour and 35 minutes. And you know what? I dare say we'll probably enjoy it more than 3-hour Raw.
Of course, bro. Okay, the reason obviously why we chose this particular date is when this podcast comes out, this live stream that you're seeing right now, it's gonna be out on 31st of July 2020. Of course, Selamat Hari Raya Haji to those who are celebrating.
That's right. Selamat Hari Raya Haji to you.
Thank you, bro. I am celebrating, but I won't be sacrificing any sheep this year.
Well, I mean, the situation is what it is this year, so...
Yeah, but instead of sacrificing sheep, you can sacrifice your mornings by watching wrestling with us.
Bro, that is not a sacrifice. That is fun. That is enjoyment. That is the joy we get.
It's a sacrifice watching Raw every day from this era, but it's not a sacrifice watching from the Attitude Era, bros.
You talk as if Raw is like the worst show in the universe right now. But I know, and I feel like we do come off like that, but I feel like we also have to reiterate, A, there's no crowd. B, it's not the fault of the performers. I think people like Drew McIntyre, like Seth Rollins, like MVP, I think they're doing great work with what they are given at this point.
Okay, what I like about Raw nowadays, there is some pretty solid stories. Drew McIntyre as a champion, I think is a great champion. It's a great figurehead to have the show revolve around. That's number one. Number two, there are a couple of veterans right now who are doing some of the best work of their career, other than Randy Orton, of course, getting critical acclaim. But MVP, surprise of the year.
That's right.
Coming back, with low expectations and then doing great work with the Hurt Business.
Yeah, exactly right. No kidding. When he came back, what was it? He came back during the Rumble, was it? And then after that, he came back on Raw and his match was a bit of a stinker. Remember?
Yeah.
And then we were trashing it. We were like, oh my gosh, like maybe he should just one and done. But all of a sudden now he's like one of the more entertaining things on Raw.
Yes. And there is a concerted effort you can see, especially when you're looking at the product, to build new stars. There are a lot of newer players getting a lot of prominence. And people from the tag team division, you can tell that the division was being built up this past week because they had like a number one contender.
True, bro. But with tag team division, it's always a big but. It feels like, we are going to push our tag teams, and then 2 weeks later, boring, Sienna. They give up on the idea. They always start with the tag team division. It's never consistent.
It is what it is, and there's always this propensity to throw two random people together and just suddenly make a team out of it.
Yeah, odd couple.
And one thing that you cannot fault is the division, the women's division, currently in this current era. It's much better than what we're going to be watching later here on the watch along from 2000, right?
Well, in 2000, the women's division were like 3 women and a bunch of hoes. Hoes, as they were called.
And you will literally see the hoes on this episode as well.
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
From what I know, from what I understand.
So, yeah, like we said, if you haven't already loaded it up, Alamak, what are you waiting for? Load it up now. Raw 31st of July 2000. 20 years ago to this very day, we're going to watch that Raw as a watch along. But before we do that, though, anything really jump out to you? I know there was the whole Seth Rollins, Dominic thing. I'm excited to see. Okay, so maybe they're not going to do the, Dominic converts and become a disciple. but it is still obviously a very deep-rooted, heated feud.
Yeah. Well, here's the one thing that I just came to a recent revelation. Because I was listening to Good Might Work's podcast. Shout out to Good Might Work.
Yeah.
He mentioned that if you think about it, Dominic kind of looks like Walter, right? The face.
Oh my God, you're right. You are right.
Face.
Yeah.
So he looks more like Walter than Rey Mysterio's child. So you know how usually when you bring in relatives or family members in a wrestling angle, right? They're always like, you know, the person in peril, always cause problems for like the hero. They must save this person or what.
Yeah.
But here's the opposite. We got a very fresh take on this whole typical storyline where instead of this new member who is like a naive kid, you know, not good enough, blah blah blah, he's someone who's like standing up to Seth Rollins and is not afraid. You know, it's pretty badass the way he's being presented. He's like delivering kendo shots to all of them. So I'm kind of slowly turning into a Dominic fan. Although I'm still waiting to look at his physique. Because I don't know whether his physique also like Walter or not. You know?
Well, I mean, first of all, like we talked about before, like he does come with a Mysterio name, so that could be both a plus and a minus. But I'm glad that they're not like having him going out there doing 20-minute exhibitions like matches, because he still needs to be presented that way. Like he's a kid, he's trained a little bit, but I don't want to see a polished Dominic. I feel like we need to see that evolution of him from a boy, remember, with Eddie Guerrero, who's your papi, all the way till, you know, now, right?
And one thing I really like about the way he is being presented and the way he looks is he only is similar to Rey Mysterio by his name, but he's nothing alike in terms of how he's being presented, how he looks. So if he looked like a carbon copy of Rey Mysterio, confirm he chalat already.
Yeah,
he cannot compete
correct,
with the cruiserweight.
Yeah,
cruiserweight legend like him.
Yeah,
so he definitely will. I can see strength moves being implemented. He's definitely a bigger dude.
But he still has the boy face, so it's going to be interesting to see how they present him. Like I said, I feel like the only way forward is to have him like, he's been training, but he's not like a seasoned vet, so he still has a long way to go. But yeah, kudos to them for sort of turning this, away. Like after the whole it's out thing. So I do see some promise there. I see promise.
If the story, right, that is being told right now ends up with Dominic getting the rub and building a new star out of Dominic, then I think the storyline is like there's a job well done.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we want to see Dominic Mysterio have a great career because, of course, you want to support a second generation wrestler, right?
Yeah. And a kid that we've seen before in a storyline.
Yeah.
Question, I've been thinking about it. Were we too hard? Were we too wrestling artas when we were going on about how the eye popping out was cheesy and lame and disgusting? Well, because I've had time to think about it. And, some people have said, it was like cheesy wrestling angle, but this is the shit we love. So what? So I asked myself, are we being too look at us, we are judging, Are we too judgy on that shit?
No, but because you brought up a great point last week, saying that, the initial start of this whole angle was him being attacked with his eye and having the blood, and it looked more dramatic and gory. And the ending, the payoff should be much more violent than that one, right?
Yeah,
it can't it can't go backwards. So I think it's justified. I don't think I'm too atas. I mean, come and look at my room, bro. Look at my room. The only thing atas is the bookshelf is on top of me. It's atas of me.
Alright, yeah.
So I'm cool, man. It's all good. But like I said, bro, Seth Rollins with his pudgy stomach, doing a great job as a heel.
Oh yeah.
And if that leads to Dominic Mysterio getting the rub, I think more power to him. Especially now Rey Mysterio with having his contract talks. He's technically doesn't have a contract right now, so the limelight should be on someone else. Yeah,
I'm glad though they finally are giving Murphy something else to do other than just being henchman. He tried to do what he did or Seth did to Aleister Black. And apparently Aleister Black and Humberto Carrillo are best friends. Maybe they hang out at catering a lot.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Okay, one thing let's talk about what I hate about Raw. First of all, Aleister Black looks like a jobber, acts like a jobber, and he's being taken out like a jobber.
Yeah. and this, we hate it because we know what he can do.
Yeah,
even the
capable
right
of.
push and in the ring, bell to bell. So it's just, that's a shame. But the same can be said about so many people, right? Let's talk about the women's division. I don't know why Ruby Riott all of a sudden is a face again. And over on SmackDown, Lacey Evans is a heel again. Like,
They just switch without any explanation, bro.
that's so annoying.
Yeah, and you know, remember there was like this whole rivalry between Sonya, like a budding rivalry between Sonya and Lacey Evans. Well, that dropped. That disappeared.
Because they're both heels now.
I don't know, man.
It's so weird, man.
Yeah.
But on Raw now, you got Bianca Belair, you got Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler's taking out ninjas and shit. So
yeah,
I mean,
Shayna Baszler had a great pull apart with Nia Jax.
Yeah.
But a terrible match afterwards and an unnecessary angle, which was the exact same thing as the beginning.
Yeah.
She should just done that.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Well, we'll have to wait and see where they go. It's two heels as well, these two. Heels. So how are they going to play this off? Is someone going to turn face, or are they just going to try a heel feud?
But if you think about it, really, Raw's division is pretty stacked. Like, they have really great players. You know, they got their Shayna Baszler. I think she's being built up well again.
But can we take a moment to respect Kairi Sane, who is, I guess they announced it, or they didn't announce it, but they're like, thank you, Kairi, on WWE social media. So I guess the contract is up. She is leaving. She's going back to Japan soon to be with her husband.
What is your thoughts on her legacy? You know,
it's NXT lah. It's obviously NXT, and she had the best run in NXT. When she came over, it was then she got the tag team gold with Asuka, got a bit of shine, but then really, beyond that, not much else on Raw or SmackDown.
I feel that her story, she wasn't pushed to the 100% potential that we know she can.
Yeah.
She never even won any of the main women's title as her singles. That rivalry that I thought that she would have had with Asuka.
Yeah.
After they broke up, never came to pass. It's kind of sad, but right? Who's her husband? I think he's evil.
Really?
If I'm not wrong, it's evil. You better double check it out. But I know it's
you might get
Japan wrestler.
You might get messages, man.
I might kena fake news already again.
Yeah. So Kairi Sane husband, where I Google
Kairi Sane husband. Gut, right? We will have live. We will have live fact checks. Right. I know.
It doesn't say.
You just say Kairi Sane evil. See how? Kairi Sane evil.
Kairi Sane evil.
Come on, her face looks evil. Different, bro.
It don't have they say like the thing writes, got married to a man she has had a long distance relationship, but it's like, what does that mean? That means nothing.
I thought you wanted to say married to a man who has a long ...
What the hell, bro? What the hell?
Okay, but that is neither here nor there. Whoever knows will probably tell us and educate us. But Kairi Sane leaving, it wasn't a wrestling decision.
Right.
I feel that it was definitely a personal decision. Her wanting to go back to her family, her wanting to settle down back in Japan. Completely understandable.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, like, she's still quite young. I foresee her returning at some point, maybe a year, 2 years down the road, once this whole COVID thing is over and they can travel again. You definitely will see her, and she will make for an amazing example, a Royal Rumble number 30 entrant or a surprise entrant. All of a sudden, ding, 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 her
I miss her theme song. I miss it feels like a Final Fantasy Legend of Zelda song.
The pirate thing.
One of my favorite moments from Kairi Sane would probably be her winning the title, the NXT Women's Championship from Shayna Baszler the first time. And of course, her insane elbow.
Insane! Well.
One of the best elbows, in all of wrestling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, we'll probably see her again. Unfortunately, not anytime soon. The way she was taken out, though, she went out like, okay, you can't complain, she was destroyed backstage. So, explains her disappearance.
It was a crappy ending to a women's title match, which was getting great up to that moment. Asuka versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
The problem was they did have all these stipulations saying that you get counted out, you lose the title, you get disqualified.
Honestly, I didn't hate it because if anything, it makes Sasha more of a chicken shit heel. And now that she's finally won the title, so now you got your two-woman power trip in Bailey and Banks, which I actually quite enjoy. So I don't mind that.
The Golden Role Models have all the gold, and they are leaving tag teams broken in their wake. What happened with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross over the last week's SmackDown.
They didn't necessarily break up. So I'm thinking Alexa Bliss is going to backstab Nikki Cross. Now we've been talking about one turning on the other, right? I mean, this is the opportunity law. It's a bit too obvious right now. If Alexa Bliss turns,
if you think about it. For their individual titles, Bailey has challenges. She has her Nikki Crosses, her Alexa Bliss, and a bunch of other people. Naomi coming up right now. On Raw, there's a whole list of challenges as well for Sasha Banks, Shayna, Nia, and everyone on Raw, right? But for the tag teams, who's gonna challenge them?
Wait.
Who's gonna be the tag team titles?
Iconic.
Okay, Iconic. It's a division of one, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, we all have talked about it before, like that tag team championship, that title is a bit of a joke at this point.
It is a bit of a joke. But if nothing comes out of it that's bad, at least we have the Golden Role Models. They are super entertaining.
Exactly.
And that is one thing I have to admit that this particular era of wrestling has over Raw in 2000.
Women doing amazing
presence of
things.
women,
Okay, well, I think it's time. Raw.
Wait, you didn't talk about the biggest news coming out from Raw?
Oh, what? Randy and Drew. Okay, Randy challenged Drew. We all saw that. We all knew that was going to happen.
You can't skip over my man. I got to talk about my boy.
RKO'd him in the ring.
Randy Orton, bro.
Yeah. So leading up to SummerSlam, Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, the first big challenge of Drew's championship run.
Legit. Do you think WWE would put the belt on Randy?
I hope not. I don't see the need to. I don't like we talked about Christian or Edge could interfere and cost Randy the title. But then would that tarnish Drew's win?
For me,
defense.
For me, right, I think both victories, either winner makes sense. Either winner, in terms of storyline purposes, they do make a lot of sense. And also, I feel that the fans can accept both of them winning. Even though some might shit on Drew losing the title so early in his run, but then it will put him in chase mode, and it will make Randy this ultimate god heel that can carry for a long time until maybe fans coming back. And Drew can have that great moment, championship winning moment again. If Drew wins, which is great, Drew keeps the title, continues his reign. Obviously there will be some sort of interference. I'm gonna expect Randy to get some sort of
payback,
distraction, and from Christian, Edge, whoever it is. But the thing is, from the rumors, you heard about rumors, right, that they might make Edge versus Randy for next year's WrestleMania.
Well, we kind of called it already, long time ago.
And other than that, it's gonna be a long time from now. So what is Randy gonna do until then?
Hold the title for a bit, lah.
That's why I feel like there's a lot of signs pointing to title changing hands, and I'm okay with that, obviously, because I'm a Randy fan.
Sure. Okay, so with that said, let's get down to business. July 31st, 2000. I hope you have it queued up on your easy for me to say, WWE network. Bro, are you ready to hit play?
Yes. Let's give some fast context to our listeners and people who are watching. Raw, the main event for this particular episode is a very legendary main event between Triple H and Trish Stratus teaming up in a mixed tag team match with Lita and The Rock.
I know.
I dare say four popular as hell wrestlers in the Attitude Era, bro.
Bro, you just telling me the main event makes this show better than Raw. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And okay, let's take into context. Let's forget the fact that The Rock will become this mega superstar, right? Even back then, he was already must-watch TV. Triple H arguably as well. And this at this time, it was Triple H married to Stephanie McMahon. So they were doing the whole... Was this McMahon-Helmsley era sort of...
Yeah. Okay, I remember the context of 2000. This was when Stone Cold was out injured. So like the main number one guy is Raw, is
gone.
on WWE. Yeah, the main number one guy is gone. So the one that is replacing him is The Rock. The Rock is like the main man now.
Yep.
And then Triple H is the main villain, because you have to understand Triple H just retired Mick Foley early in the year.
Yeah.
Basically survived with the title at Wrestlemania 2000. They had a great last man standing, blah blah blah. And if I'm not wrong, this is building up towards SummerSlam. And do you remember SummerSlam, the main event?
Was it Rock Trips?
It was a triple threat.
Oh.
So the Triple H was in the middle of some sort of love triangle.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, as we will see.
Yes, as we will see. So there is a lot of so-called tension in the marriage going on. So I remember that. Is
this the one where Kurt Angle also had a thing for Steph? Okay, now I remember the context. Okay.
So all of it's coming back.
Right. Let's get down to it then. We're going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we all hit play at the same time, okay?
Let's do it, bro.
All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play! Here we go. And the first thing we see in memory of Gordon Soley.
Gordon Soley passed away 20 years ago already, bro.
Wow.
What a legend, man.
Yeah.
One of the best announcers before Jim Ross, right?
Yeah, he was Jim Ross's mentor, hero as well.
Nice.
So, the old school intro.
Classic.
I'm going to turn the volume up on this.
Please do, bro. Please do. This got me hyped, man, all the time. Every single time I was watching this, I always
Attitude.
Get hyped. Yeah, man.
Last Thursday.
Look at how dramatic it is.
I know. But even though it was so... look at the production, right? It's obviously 2000, but it's still riveting TV. Yeah. I feel.
Bro, look at how young Triple H and Stephanie was.
So, okay, Triple H buys Stephanie a bouquet of flowers because they've been having issues, right?
So, where's China?
Okay. So, they are still recapping, basically.
Listen to this old school 2000 music, rock music.
Forget it. So, now Steph is storming out of the room.
Why are they fighting?
Misunderstanding? So, they played... The whole, do you see? So now there's Triple H teaching Trish Stratus how to do escape the arm lock, and then it looks like he's doggying her. And then, of course, Steph walks in on them, and then you look at Triple H's expression. Not bad, he's acting.
Yeah.
Not Hollywood level, but good enough for primetime TV.
Getting to do that to Trish Stratus, bro. Respect, bro, respect.
It's purely professional, just like Triple H says. And look, and then Steph,
bro, the hammerlock though, bro.
So this is the how many time they try to bring back DX because Road Dogg is here.
Yeah. This was probably late DX, right?
Okay, and the show starts. You see, I miss starts like this where a limo pulls up and then who is it? And then you got King and JR. Who is it? Who is it going to be, JR?
It's immediately hectic, you know?
Yeah. And that's exactly what and then the Triple H walks out, the crowd just goes crazy immediately. That's
I love it when the crowd pops.
Hold on. Coming. Austin, this is the old Raw Is War video, the intro.
Nice.
Do you have any idea what they actually said?
No, I never knew. All these years, I never knew what they said. In real life. And it's still Raw Is War, bro.
Right. Oh, and then the fireworks.
You know how hyped you get to watch Raw?
Pyro?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you're sitting with a non-fan, you'll probably open on the switch on the TV and see this this is interesting. What's going on?
Exactly. There was look at the crowd. Everyone has a sign. That's another thing we don't see a lot of these days. Signs.
Yeah.
They are, obviously not during COVID times. There's no sign. But even before COVID times, the number of homemade signs has just dropped.
Yeah. And you see how they zoom? Yeah. This is something that they don't do anymore.
Bro, Raw. WWE New York.
Oh, yeah. It was a club, right?
It was a cafe. I went to WWE New York.
Really?
Yeah, it was a cafe in the afternoon and a club at night. not very happening. Like, it's, you know, it's what do you expect? You go there, you're not going to find Mick Foley there.
When was this? 2000?
Yeah, actually 2000. After I graduated.
Were you like doing some sort of road trip thingy or what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, since I was coming back to Singapore, right? So my parents and I, we decided to like travel a bit around North America lah. Okay, so yeah, I was right. This was when Billy Gunn was away. So they tried, I remember this, they tried to market DX, but it's Road Dogg and X-Pac.
What happened to Billy Gunn?
I forgot. But
did he become the one Billy Gunn?
Mr. Ass, but
Stop it,
yeah. Like this was a duo to me that they were trying too hard to.
I don't think the chemistry is the same lah.
No, it's not. For sure, it's not. Oh look, and even X-Pac had pyro when he does the cross chop and then.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh, but the music, is this the one with Degenerate? What? Degenerate who?
They have like so much remixes to DX's theme song that I can't really remember any of it.
Okay, and then, so now on last Thursday, they're showing a recap of X-Pac versus Steve Blackman.
Who remembers Steve Blackman, the lethal weapon?
Look, I feel like he doesn't get enough credit, you know?
Yeah.
I would legit pop if he came back today and like started whacking people with candlesticks.
He's pretty badass. He, Ken Shamrock all had these like badass vibes.
Yeah. Because they were like quote unquote legit fighters and he had like martial arts background. So it's just like, yeah, the personality wasn't there. But I feel like, okay, so now the backstage promo.
El Snow, my man.
So Mick Foley is the commissioner now and he put them back together. So I guess this is post Head Cheese. So they already had their run as Head Cheese. Oh, and let's...
Is it? I saw their tag team now, is it?
Yes. Take a listen to Steve Blackman's most generic entrance theme ever.
Oh my god.
So they jump DX by hitting them with the cookie sheets. See, like, Raw started out essentially with a hardcore match. And it was instant, like you just said just now, instant chaos, instant just hectic action, right? Which we don't see a lot of these days. I feel like a lot of times Raw starts with a promo nowadays.
Yeah, and like starting with a promo kind of like makes the energy boring, you know?
Well, it depends on who is doing the promo. And unfortunately, you don't have somebody who's like a Rock or John Cena who can just kill on the mic, or Austin, or, you know?
Yeah, even like a CM Punk, at least there will be, you know, some sort of like anticipation.
I'm sorry, but Drew, I feel like he should be somewhere in the middle of the show, then he come out and promo, not at the start. Drew,
he's not a good guy to kick off the show?
Yeah, I don't, unless he's coming out to kick somebody in the face, then yes. But he's more of an action guy than a words guy. You know?
Like, you know, someone like John Cena coming out to start off Raw still feels energetic, you know? Okay, bro. So now this is like a tag team hardcore match kind of deal?
Tag team hardcore match. So they're just going all out loud with chains. Holy shit, that's a long-ass, thick-ass chain.
Yes.
On poor El Snow.
Bro, look at this. You start off a match on Raw with hardcore, you know, environment and all this.
Check out. Steve Blackman. Oh, to the knees with the trash can lid. He was very good with the weapons. Like,
yeah. That was his whole deal, right? He was a hardcore guy, right?
Well, before that, when they tried to make him like a normal guy with some weapons that he never used, he just did his martial arts moves in the ring. It was a bit boring. But when they finally like, you know what, just let him use weapons on the regular during hardcore matches, I think they found the right formula. And I think in today's world, I feel like a Steve Blackman type character could work. With, you know, more people watching UFC, MMA, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but just what exactly happened to Steve Blackman? He kind of like slowly disappeared.
Yeah, you know and the thing with Steve Blackman, he's never returned. Like everyone has returned at least once, you know? But Steve Blackman has never returned for some reason. Why? Did he fall out with the WWE? No, right?
No, nothing. Maybe he just, you know, went on to other endeavors.
And just didn't have the want or the need to come back? How odd. Anyway.
Yeah, it's weird.
Just watch his moves. They look very legit and sublime, even though, you know, in the context of pro wrestling, he is not trying to hurt but it looks like it hurts. And this is what I miss, and we've talked about this ad nauseum on the podcast, right? The fact that shots back in the day looked like they hurt more. They just...
Yeah, it just feels more legit, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because they were more snug then, but very few... Oh, look, Road Dogg tries to bring in the nunchucks, but he takes him down.
That.
And then he goes straight Steven Seagal on him. Look at that. This is a very good combination. X-Pac and Steve Blackman.
Bro, wasn't this period the one where Steve Blackman had some sort of rivalry with Shane McMahon? Do you remember this?
Yes, but I don't know if it's this particular period.
Because I remember it was on SummerSlam and Shane McMahon climbed up that structure, right?
Yeah, and then fell off. And then Steve Blackman threw him off.
So they would be transitioning to a Shane McMahon sort of appearance or run-in, hopefully?
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I can't as well. But bro, like I'm just so intrigued by this match, you know?
It's like you might see this on AEW, but definitely not the WWE product now.
Okay, you know why? You know what works? All of them have very distinct characters. They are all over. Like Steve Blackman is over to an extent.
Yes.
El Snow is over obviously from his time with Head.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's tag team. Oh, what the hell?
He swung the nunchuck. Oh, and then of course the bowling ball.
Bro, nunchuck direct to the head hurts like a mofo, bro. What you talking about?
Talking about hurts. The bowling ball to the balls.
Bowling ball to the balls.
And then Steve Blackman, what's he going to do? He's going to Irish whip El Snow on... that looked a bit clunky.
Okay, that sucked. He trying to whisper in the wind but cannot make it, bro.
X-Pac like, screw this shit. And then brought out a bag with kendo sticks. Of course, that's Steve Blackman's weapon. So, wow.
Hey, step only.
And then Steve Blackman has his Kali sticks. Oh! Did you see that? The kendo stick flew out of X-Pac's hand. Well, I whacked the guy in the front rows here.
Yeah, oh my god.
So they're going to go for a weapons battle now. Look. This is pretty cool.
Was it on purpose or you like purposely do it for comedy?
I think it's... Oh, look. You see, like, doesn't Steve Blackman look legit doing that?
He look like he can beat your ass.
Well, look at this choreographed fight scenes here.
Bro, no need the Matrix, bro. You got WWF Raw every Monday to watch.
Like, don't you think somebody in the current roster could pull this off? Like, somebody... look at that.
I heard Dean Ambrose or John Moxley is pretty good with his nunchucks, right? Oh, that was a badass combination.
Do you see that? Like, he hit his back several times. Obviously, he tapped him, you know, he didn't hit him for real, but it still looked cool. Like, bro, Steve Blackman does not get enough love.
You see, bro, this is just a hardcore match, but it's so exciting.
Yeah, like, literally everyone is, like, excited, including I'm excited. And I don't know if it's because we haven't seen it in such a long time. And back in the day, we saw hardcore matches all the time. Miscommunication right there. X Factor onto the chair.
Yeah, DX with the win.
Yeah, DX with the win. Quite an unexpected finish, but
yeah.
My point being that because back in the day we saw hardcore matches like almost every Raw, there was too much of it to a point where it got stale. And now because we don't see it enough, this is fresh. You know?
Yeah, and another thing, right? If you want to compare to this era, it's basically the 24/7 title, right? 24/7 title is like a joke, but this hardcore title technically is lower on the card, but you know there is a great appeal to it.
Yes, because they were literally putting their bodies on the line and not just getting pinned with a roll up. Oh, Stephanie McMahon Helmsley is in the house. So yeah, like the 24/7 title, unfortunately. We all know, like, R-Truth's doing the best he can with it. But there's no wrestling. There's not even any attempt to make it look like a fight. Yeah. Like, you know, freaking announcers,
and
TV.
Stephanie McMahon as a women's champion. So you know what's the division like back then. You know?
Here comes Trips. He's looking very upset. Triple H, I am the game shirt. Look at it, holding flowers and everything. Looking a little bit like Test from far.
Bro, you see, love angle, right? What's the most recent love angle that we've been subjected to?
Otis and Mandy,
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking Rusev and Lana.
And Bobby Lashley. Well, okay. it's I don't know lah. It's tricky to pull off a love angle that works. But okay, speaking of what happened to Otis, all his heat is gone.
Yeah, disappeared. I think it's like Vince McMahon kind of got bored, with his push.
Do you think that he has like a reason to stay at home? That's why he hasn't been on SmackDown? Like, afraid of the COVID lah.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is.
Hey, speaking of COVID, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew this, but so on Tuesday, I went to see the doctor because I had this running nose, right? And
yeah.
I thought he was just going to give me some antihistamines and send me on my way because I didn't have a fever. But apparently, the runny nose is like a symptom and they will test. So it's either you take the swab test and basically be on MC for 3 days, or you don't take the swab test, be on MC for 5 days.
So you had your flu, you went to take, your swab test, and then now you've been on MC last couple of days?
Yeah. But even though there's like literally, I'm fine now.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
It was literally one of those cold, it was just a flu lah, runny nose. Like on Monday, my nose was just leaking nonstop. By Tuesday, I got better already. So anyway, the reason I bring this up is because I got my test results today. And I am negative for COVID. This is a COVID-free podcast, baby.
I haven't checked though, but I assume I'm pretty healthy.
Not on wood. You've been wearing your mask, cleaning your hands. No symptoms. So anyway.
But I've been working out in the gym every single day and I've been sweating on the mat, so I don't know, man. I hope not.
You're fine, lah. If you don't have the symptoms, you're fine. Triple H is trying to explain to everybody now about his love for Steph and the whole misunderstanding with Trish. Shits on the crowd a bit.
Even, I don't know, man. Even the promos, I would say it's must watch. There's always a reason to watch a promo, They're always advancing storylines.
To be fair, it's because certain people were doing most of the promos. And Triple H, I think you can rely on him for a decent, if not great promo. Like The Rock, is going to pop the crowd. Austin's going to pop the crowd.
Yeah.
But I feel like Triple H is not on the level of an Austin or a Rock. In that sometimes Triple H is like Kurt Angle as well.
Okay, so if you talk about top tiers, to me the top tiers is like The Rock, Stone Cold for sure.
Yeah,
then
fair.
maybe in terms of, you talking about promos or like popularity? Yeah. So then to me the second tier is like Triple H, Kurt Angle. And I know this might get a lot of flack from you, but I think Chris Jericho is on the second tier.
No, I agree with you 100%. Chris Jericho isn't the headliner. He's like the snicker, you laugh at what he say, and hey, speaking of which, there's a Y2J sign in the crowd. Oh, Y2J was feuding with the McMahon Helmsley era
during this period?
I believe so. Yes, this was when they were always feuding anyway.
It's kind of funny. I don't know. Triple H looks young, but he looks old at the same time. Like he's like a younger, older man. I don't know how to explain that.
When was Chris Jericho versus Triple H for the title at WrestleMania? Oh, it was
2002. 2 years later.
Oh, right. Okay. So this makes sense because Triple H is going to go out injured soon after this, right? And then
next year, it's still quite a while off.
Yeah. And then he's going to come back triumphant, becoming face, turn on Steph, and then Steph will align herself with Y2J, who turned heel, and then they would have their match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but this period, this was like full-on McMahon Helmsley era. So, they are really in the middle of their so-called era of dominance. They were on top.
What's up? Is this on? Is this on? I hated this. Like the part where he goes, "What's up? Is this on?" Is it like them whiny?
Oh my god!
The Triple H. Not gonna listen to anybody.
If I'm not wrong, right? Stephanie is probably like in her mid-20s.
Oh yo, look at her. Fresh face, still got a bit of innocent look.
Bro, the blusher, a bit too much.
This is pre-augmentation, I guess.
Well, we were a couple of days ago. We were just celebrating Triple H's 51st birthday. So this was him at 31.
Wow, look at him.
Bro, you are 10 years older than Triple H at this time. How does it make you feel?
Makes me feel like a million years old. There's a sign in the background that just says slut. Really?
Wow.
Oh, and this was the time where Chris Jericho was calling Stephanie a bottom feeding too big hole, whatever.
Trash bag hole, yeah.
Trash bag hole.
She still looks cute, lah. Yeah, you're right. She has this like still like a bit fresh face, still innocent. Yeah. But her voice, bro.
Oh.
Her voice, stop it.
But I mean, look at her figure, and then that she came back that one episode where Chris Jericho had to make fun of her boobs all of a sudden inflating. Okay.
You know her voice, right? If you hear now, right, it's pretty low, quite mature right now. But here it was like high shriek Vicky Guerrero level, bro.
Yeah. Speaking of Vicky Guerrero, of course, she's now with AEW. And speaking of AEW, let's very quickly, while they are going on with their promo here, mention, I only watched half of AEW. I will say my favorite part of AEW was and is always when Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle come out. Like, I literally found myself smiling when they came out, I was like, holy shit, I'm actually like smiling to myself. I wasn't laughing.
You know what's my quote of the night?
What?
When Chris Jericho call somebody, like call Orange Cassidy a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And tell Sammy Guevara, say that in Spanish.
And the son
of El Bitch.
El Bitch, yeah.
It's like, obviously cannot speak Spanish. Anyhow bomb only.
Yeah, but it was damn funny. And then Ortiz and Santana had their little moment as well. I love it. To be honest, I feel like Ortiz and Santana, if they weren't with the Inner Circle, they would just be some other tag team, right? They'd be an interesting, talented tag team, but they just wouldn't have the rub. But when you talk about really giving people a rub, Chris Jericho has done exactly that. Everybody in his Inner Circle has has it now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
even Jake Hager,
like he's still the bodyguard, but like look at what Seth has done for his stablemates. Absolutely nothing. It feels like.
Yeah. But a couple of noteworthy things coming off AEW. Apparently next week we are gonna have a one-on-one title match between Moxley and Darby Allin. That came out as a result of this week's tag team main event. I think. Oh,
I haven't watched it yet. But aren't they friends? How come they are?
Yeah, it wasn't really well explained. But this week's episode, their main event was the two of them fighting against Brian Cage, and apparently Ricky Starks is a heel now.
Yeah,
and is aligned with Tess. So go figure, bro.
This whole main title scene on AEW doesn't work for me because your champion is a wet fart.
So let's talk about things that you like. Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
But next week, apparently they're gonna have a debate.
Which is hilarious. It's a promo off, but it's hilarious because Orange Cassidy doesn't speak, right? He's too cool. So I'm sure they're going to come out with something interesting. This promo has been going on for quite a while, Triple H and Steph.
You want to skip or not?
No, it's fine. What are they talking about?
And that was absolutely nothing.
Okay, I explain what's the situation. It's about the previous week where, it looks like he was going after doing that weird compromising move on Trish Stratus.
Yeah.
So this is him trying to apologize, and saying that it was nothing, it was blah, blah, blah.
Correct, yeah. And then he's like trying to tell her how much he loves her. And then...
but look at Stephanie's acting. You look at her face.
She still looks like so innocent like that.
It's like, okay, now she's like angry. Then now she's like, okay, I believe you. Okay lah, we stop fighting lah.
Not bad lah. It isn't the worst acting I've seen worse acting. You just, watch any Channel 8 drama. Sorry, no, I mean Channel 5 drama.
Look at her face, Here, she really looks like Linda McMahon.
Oh my God.
Her features really like Linda McMahon.
Right. Well, she did come from her loins.
Ouch. You don't have to say like that, bro. You don't have to do it like that. That was a Kevin Hart joke, but anyway. Look at her face.
Oh, and then she smiled. This is like before the evil smirk that we all know her for. Kiss,
you know what I love when they're kissing. When they're kissing, then after that, King will like his shrieks,
Yeah, King's shrieks are like legendary. Speaking of King, what happened to him?
Mick Foley.
And his whole face
put that on hold. What is Mick Foley filled out with?
Water. He's crying.
He's fake crying, right?
Hey, but it's not water. No, it's like gooey. What the fuck? What did he put on his face?
Actually, it's quite funny.
Okay, he's of course pretending to cry.
I know, but the water stop it, yeah. It's quite funny. Okay, let me listen to this.
It looks thicker than water.
It looks like glue. What is thicker than water, bro? Don't say it.
Blood.
I know it's
blood
I know
is
what's on your
thicker.
mind.
Blood.
Don't come at me like that, bro.
On or at? No, anyway.
Okay, anyway, wait. Let me. It's a very weird thought. Imagining come on Mick Foley's face.
Okay, well, let's just listen to what he has to say.
Make this louder. It's the biggest load of hot cut ever seen. And then King will go, what?
Yeah, and then crowd pops.
I love it, man.
Yeah, I miss King on commentary, man.
This King, right? Not
yeah, this
Cena
King. No,
or King.
not yeah. Of course I love Samoa Joe now.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to say though, watching AEW, right?
Mm.
Because this week there was no Excalibur.
There was?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was.
Taz was on commentary. I didn't miss him at all.
I really like Taz, bro. I mean, Taz is very
Yeah.
underrated as a commentator.
No lah, I think everyone knows how good he is, but I just wish he would be full time. I like the fact that Excalibur wasn't on the show this week, and I didn't even realize it until like halfway through. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. You know?
Yeah. You know why? They brought in Excalibur because of his PWG, his indie
knowledge.
Oh
yeah.
my god, I love it, bro. They're doing
Oh.
a replay of him doing the doggy on Trish.
I mean, teaching her how to escape the hammerlock lah.
I love it. It's in slow motion some more, bro.
And Triple H is like, don't listen to him, don't listen. And then
No. I didn't steam.
Uh,
Look at Triple H. I love Mick Foley as a commissioner. Remember his backstage segments with like the devil and the fake door.
To be fair though, you're talking about 2000s Mick Foley as commissioner. The recent Mick Foley as commissioner didn't work.
Not a fan.
I don't know if it was because of his shitty script
He's
or what.
a bit out of touch with the product, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like he fits the modern.
Yeah, correct. He fit his era, not the current era.
Yeah. And he was treated like a bitch by Stephanie.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, this promo is a bit long.
I think they're trying to set up
The main event.
the main event.
Yeah. Like this promo is longer than the match that kicked off the show.
This is only segment 2, bro.
Yeah.
It's already like halfway through the first hour of Raw.
Wow. And remember, Raw was 2 hours back in the day, not the grueling 3-hour marathon it is now.
Yeah. Who kicked his ass?
Setting up the main event. Are you gonna fire me?
Oh, he's being fined.
Oh, fine, a fight.
Why is he being
5,000. If he
I never
doesn't,
hear.
if he doesn't wrestle in the main event or something like that.
Oh, okay. It's pretty cool because okay, so the storyline is he previously walked out on a match that he set up.
Mm.
You know, he wasn't my favorite commissioner though. I really love him as a commissioner,
Mm-hmm.
but my personal favorite was William Regal.
Not the current NXT commissioner.
No,
Because he doesn't really do much. He's just the figurehead that talks and makes matches.
The Chris Jericho peeing in his teacup.
That one, yes. Look,
so
Triple
this
H,
was,
angry face.
This was in Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. You are the WWF Women's Champion. Okay, so this promo is a bit long. I guess back then they had the lead. Well, yeah, I don't remember. Like recent Raws. Do you remember a promo that went on this long?
Nah.
Mm.
But even then, it feels super long. So this feels long, but it's actually long, so it's okay.
Yeah. No, because I guess, like they always say, like back in the day, they had more leeway to express themselves, whereas nowadays, the promos are all scripted. Like, you know exactly how long it's going to be because you have this script to say.
Yeah.
Oh, crowd pop. Look at
Okay.
that crowd pop.
Look at that.
And
Okay,
then,
so they just announced the main event, which is, of course, Triple H teaming up against Trish Stratus against The Rock and Lita, which I think is a pretty badass main event. I mean, if you think about it.
And then, of course, you throw in the whole, like, there's this Trish and Triple H dynamic where Steph is getting angry.
Yeah. Still no mention of Kurt Angle yet, though. I'm waiting for his appearance.
Yeah. This was before Kurt Angle really hit it big as the main. Oh! Save the hose.
Hey, it's Victoria.
Yeah, I know. What the hell? It's oh my god. Yes, Victoria started her career as a hoe, or one of Godfather's quote unquote hoes.
Oh my god, look at that kid. Look at all these little kids screaming, save the host. Okay.
Okay, well, talking about what doesn't age well.
I guess this is PG. Is it? I don't know.
Who is the other hoe? Oh, who is this?
Bro, you think you know me? You think you know me?
I have my audio off. But okay, here we go. Edge. Oh my god, we're just talking about Edge and Christian. Okay lah.
Yeah.
Edge looks like the cooler older brother. Christian really does look like the Joker younger brother.
I love that glasses. This was like goofy.
Yeah.
Prime goofy.
5-second pose for the benefit of those with flash photography. Edge and Christian. It's great to see, like, all of these wrestlers that have eventually hit the main event, is to see the evolution of their character. Like, they start off fresh and, very newbie like. Then they go through a funny phase. Then they go through a super serious phase.
Bro, Edge and Christian during this time is about 26 years old, 27.
Right. Oh my god, bro! Did you see the guy with the Bomb Canada sign in the back? What the hell?
Yeah, I saw.
Look at that.
That's what you call heel work, bro.
That's horrible. What allow the whole US Canada thing? That's fucked up.
Talk about not being a PC, bro.
Yeah. So maybe that's the reason why we don't see a lot of signs pre-COVID, because they would confiscate signs that were offensive. 26,
27 years old, they are my age right now.
Oh shit!
I'm just trying to compare them to our context.
Yeah, and they're already the tag team champs, bro. Where's your tag team championship?
Hey, the guns are still building up right now. Trying to build up the guns right now.
It's too late for me, bro.
Actually, can tell I lost weight, sir.
Bro, are you literally on the podcast like flexing right now?
Yeah, I am.
No. So they are doing a classic heel work by shitting on the local baseball team and talking about other baseball teams.
Because they are in Atlanta, right? And then they are now wearing a Yankees jersey.
Yeah.
Is there some sort of rivalry? Can you explain to me this?
I don't know. I don't watch baseball, but I assume so. Maybe they're in the playoffs together or whatever.
Okay,
so
what's the other one? I can't even see. Is it? Yeah, it's a Yankees as well.
Is it?
I think so. Okay.
Okay. Well, obviously we don't get the reference because A, it's dated, B, it's baseball, but it doesn't matter lah. I think something like heel shit like that transcends. Like they're obviously shitting on the local team. And of course, here comes Team Extreme. Oh my god, Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Lita. When Matt and Lita was still a thing, and was this obviously this is before lah. Matt didn't get injured yet, and then Lita and Edge.
Wait, so this is a tag team title match, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Look, you had a championship match on Raw between two legit teams that, like, remember we talked about, like, back in that day? Oh, look at the thong sticking out. Oh,
your
my
favorite,
God.
Right?
Oh, my God.
Your favorite.
This takes me back, bro. Takes me back to the days of clubbing.
All the minarets clubbing with their thongs on, right? This was like the thong song era.
Thong song era, yes. And then thong, and then the girls would be like, "Look, I'm wearing a thong," and then they show. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, was Lita inspired from that song, or she inspired the song?
I think no. I think it was a very lucky coincidence. Both came around at the same time.
Can you please describe this aesthetic to me? Like Hardy Boys, are they grunge? What's their dressing like? Are they punk? I can't even tell.
to be honest, I have no idea, but it looked cool because
Yeah, it was them wearing
at
it,
the
right?
time it was cool, yeah, and it was them doing it exactly.
Yeah, and they had this like I know everyone loved to have the arm socks.
Yes.
It was like a thing. Like all my biker friends also. I don't know whether it's influenced by bikers, but they wear it, to help them protect from the sun.
Yeah.
But I don't know what is this for, lah.
No, this is a aesthetic thing, lah. And obviously for Matt, it's like elbow guards and whatnot. But Jeff, of course, being Jeff, the artist, he has to cut holes in it and make it look cool and grungy.
Girls really find Hardy Boys like them hot back in the day. Like both of them.
More so than Edge and Christian?
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
like Jeff Hardy, everyone's crush.
Right, obviously.
It was like this enigmatic, cool dude. And then even Matt had his
Yeah.
had his
Mattitude followers.
He's a good looking guy, and he got Lita. So I mean,
Yeah.
respect, man.
Yeah. And then, Lita, look at Lita. So they were the perfect combination of high flyers. They were exciting to watch. And
They were young.
Yeah, they were young.
Looking.
Girls wanted to be like Lita. Boys wanted to look at Lita. Boys wanted to be like the Hardy Boys. Girls wanted to be with Hardy. It was just perfect.
They have the YA demographic settled, bro.
Yeah,
Young adult.
exactly. And they were, but were they ever heel? No, right? They were never heel, right? They were only heel at the start.
You see, bro, you make a great point. This is what's lacking from the current wrestlers in WWE. Like, there's not enough variety of people that appeal to specific demographics. Like they're making it too broad. Okay, they get a Latino guy to appeal to Latino. Doesn't make sense. They get a black guy to appeal to black. Like, it's too, they're not nuanced in the way they create their characters and appeal.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Zelina Vega, you Latina, you get 2 Latino guys, you got Latino World Order. Then you got MVP, who's African American, he gets 2 African American guys. Like, what?
Yeah.
How about a little, I don't know.
Like the best characters in WWE right now, or even, throughout history, are those that appeal to various, stratospheres of society, even though they are being themselves. Like, for example, Eddie Guerrero. Everyone loved Eddie Guerrero.
Correct.
Not just Latinos,
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like Rey Mysterio, same thing, right?
Yeah. So like someone like, Edge and Christian, not just Canadians love them. They're funny across the board.
Yeah. So they had space to be. Then, okay, you look at the current Raw tag team scene, like what? Viking Raiders. They appeal to the the LARPers out there.
The people who love Dungeons and Dragons.
The Vikings, or their fellow Nordic folk.
Someone like Xavier Woods, I guess, appeals to gamers across, all of them, which I think makes sense.
Yeah, but he doesn't even wrestle much at all now.
Yeah.
He's straight up. I would call him more of a streamer than a wrestler now. Oh, Whisper in the Wind.
He's injured. Oh,
yeah, but even when he wasn't injured, he barely even wrestled.
Bro, okay, I know, it's 20 years ago, but I feel that Jeff Hardy didn't age that much.
No, he looks the same.
He looks more or less the same, yeah.
So basically,
Lita is interfering.
And she's going to do the Lita Conrana, which was such a huge... Oh, look at the thong. Woo! I'm sure King...
Bro, but literally, that was badass.
Yes. Oh, Twist of Fate, Swanton. Look at how beautiful his Swanton used to be. Now it's a lot more sloppy, let's face it. Oh, the ref gets pulled out and gets clobbered over the head by Christian. Nice. They save their titles. It's a DQ. They lose, but they save. Oh, that looks like a hard fall.
But the bell hasn't rung yet, bro. The match is still going on.
No, I believe the bell is rung. Well, the bell's going to ring now that Edge is bringing in chairs.
Can I be honest, bro? This is the first tag team match that I've watched in its entirety. I've always skipped the tag team matches on Raw.
Like the current Raw lah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh. Wow, how dare Christian try to swing a chair at Lita?
Basket.
Such a heel. Concerto. Wow, that looked amazing. And
that hurt.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Just even if they don't make contact with the head, just the sound of it, right?
Yeah. So who's the champion? Who retained the title? Is it Edge and Christian?
Edge and Christian lost, but they retained the title because it was a DQ. Yeah. So you see, that's why you need rules, proper rules, so that heels can cheat and get away with, a loss, but still keep their titles.
Actually, right, bro, if Edge shaved his beard, right, he will still look like this from 20 years ago.
Right.
Still looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have won the title, man.
That's why you feel like, oh my God, they've been it was an injustice and you want to see them win the title at a pay-per-view where they will charge you money for. Oh, here we go. Look at that. This was when Shane had his little like group. Chris Benoit, Big Show, and Kurt Angle. Wow, look at that group.
Bro, you see that early 2000 camera zoom?
Yeah.
You see, it's like coming up from like that. Very cool, very cool. Okay, who aged the most out of this entire group?
I wanted to say a very insensitive joke, but
I know where you're going. You're gonna say Chris Benoit, right? You damn chicken. Damn TV.
Everybody ages lah. Big Show still looks. Big Show looks skinnier now than he did before. He's lost weight.
Yeah. Oh no! You know who looks so different? Kurt Angle in this video looks like he still has a neck. Now he literally like lost like how many inches on his neck.
Oh, back to saving the host. Who's the blonde?
I don't think she's a wrestler. I think she's part of
model.
Probably just one of them.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Victoria, she's obviously a wrestler.
Bro, Victoria in 2000 was already on Raw. I thought she only like debuted much later. Yeah.
It's like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair both. They actually debuted on Raw and SmackDown way earlier. It's just they were KLFS.
I was a big fan of Victoria especially when she had the psycho gimmick. She did the psycho gimmick way before like Nikki Cross and everyone else. It's pretty dope.
Oh, so now we have the McMahon Helmsley.
Is it gonna be Trish?
Of course lah. You see, you had that overarching storyline. There you go.
Woo!
Oh, look
at Trish.
King. To be honest, I was more of a Lita fan than Trish, but that was a good thing about Raw. You had to choose between one or two. Only two to choose from. In terms of faces and
My favorite haven't appeared yet.
Who?
Tori Wilson.
Who? Oh no, she hasn't signed.
A bit late.
Wait, this is after the Monday Night War, right?
Yeah, she only signed at the end of the. Oh my god, she's shitting on Stratus.
Of course she is. So unprofessional, this Stephanie McMahon. She said he was looking at Triple H with certain intention.
Jealous, you.
No, but you see, the beauty about something like this, right, is something that totally happens in real life all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure girls check you all the time, bro, and you're like, nah, it's not really happening. Come on. Yeah.
No, it's the other way around. I tell my wife God, but she's like, nah, it's not really happening.
Oh, is it? Okay. It's okay, bro.
So they are recapping the concerto.
How do you take that without like killing yourselves? Yeah.
It's Jeff Hardy. He'll take whatever.
I think right. They hit him on the shoulders.
It doesn't matter where they hit. It's still loud and it will ring your head. Yeah. Like what they did back in the day. Oh, Jonathan Coachman, look at him.
Oh my God.
Why does he have this wide stance? Look at how wide his stance is.
You know what else I miss? This Raw, they had this classic cage wall. And they always hang the Raw Is War title there. The
sign logo. Oh. Do they bring this cage around and then just put it at every backstage location to film?
Probably that's like their backstage arena.
So
it's very DIY.
Yeah. It's like, why is there a random cage here? And behind it, black curtains for no reason. If you think about it too much, it's like, okay, that's obviously set up.
You'll start picking up things that you don't realize. Like, for example, Sergeant Slaughter is there, bro.
Hey, Teddy Long. Teddy Long
is a referee.
Yeah. Oh, look at this commercial from 2000.
Oh my God.
Edge Cola. Power Cola. Oh, look at how young Chris Jericho is.
Nice hair, bro.
Him and his Chris Benoit feud, feuds.
So they had a feud back in 2000, for the two of them. So wait, tell me more about this faction. I don't really remember it. Where Shane McMahon had Chris Benoit and Big Show. What was this about?
Yeah, me neither. Like I barely remember it. I feel like he was just trying to promote the younger, like up and comers, like Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. So they just
look at how built Kurt Angle was.
Yeah. So by association, and does he have the USAC chance here?
Not yet. This only Yusa only came after his hair versus hair rivalry with Edge.
So
that
yeah,
was in 2002, I think.
Yeah, it's still. Oh, it's referee Tim White.
He's the one that was in the Hell in a Cell, right?
Yeah, and then they had a whole angle with him, Big Show, and this is where Big Show turns. See. And choke slams or beats up the American Badass Undertaker.
Oh, I remember this period. This was the first year where Undertaker became American Badass, right?
Wow, and look at all of them just literally trash Undertaker. And broke a cinder block on him.
Damn. Okay, here's a crazy fact. Do you know that Shane McMahon and The Undertaker are only 5 years apart? No, they are 5 years apart.
Okay.
So that means, right, you look at how young Shane McMahon looks right now, right? But Undertaker is only 5 years older. But he looks like he can be his father like that.
Well, I mean, but the wars. Actually, well, to be fair, Shane McMahon, okay, he only has his moments. He doesn't do it day in, day out, week in, week out.
Yeah, but if I'm not wrong, Shane McMahon is 50 now. So now he would be 30 right now in this video. He looks pretty good for 30 years old, to be honest.
Right, yeah, for sure.
He looks pretty young. And Undertaker, like you said, he has all his wear and tear and all that. But 5 years later, he looks so... Even then, 20 years ago, he looks like an old man. That's the point I'm trying to make.
It's all the years of putting makeup on his face that's ruined his skin. Oh, here come the Dudley Boys from Dudleyville.
Oh, the tag team division was so stacked, bro, during this period.
I mean, okay, Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle weren't a proper tag team. But I mean, how amazing is this duo in terms of work rate?
Yeah. And remember, they did become a tag team a few years later, remember? They won the first ever SmackDown WWE Tag Team Championships, and I really enjoyed that rivalry. But bro, this was a random mid-card match on Raw. The Dudley Boys versus Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. How amazing is that? Yeah,
I wonder if it's because we are looking at it with nostalgia, looking back on it. Having seen the accomplishments of a Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle.
Okay, if you don't look with nostalgia, if you don't look, in hindsight, if we transport ourselves back to 2000, right? We're still talking about ECW legends in Dudley Boys. We're talking about a recent gold medalist, have all that clout coming in.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Chris Benoit, who has great legacy in WCW and ECW. So
I mean, just take a look at the way he took that bump, that just a shoulder block.
The snap, right?
Yeah, the snap and everything he does, I don't know who does it, and maybe it's because he overdid it. That's the whole concussion thing.
Are you gonna be watching this match and see where he hurts his head?
No lah. But the intensity, look, Kurt Angle as well.
Yeah.
Everything back then just looked more real, and that's the thing with the current product. I feel is it just they are just trying to be safe, which I am all for, or is it?
Yeah, you're right. There's all this. The way they fight definitely felt more realistic because I feel they took more chances back in the day.
Yeah.
And also, you have to let's be honest with yourself. The wrestlers that we see today, not all of them look like killers. No. Not all of them look like if you throw them in an MMA cage, they will beat the shit out of people.
You're talking about AEW, is it? With all the indie wrestlers.
No lah, bro. Not just AEW. I mean, across the board, there's so much. For every Timothy Thatcher, there's I don't know. Give me a vanilla-looking person.
Vanilla-looking person.
You get what I mean? I don't want to throw anyone under the bus.
Yeah. No, but just look at the wrestling style a lot of these guys had back in the day. It was hard-nosed. Even Stomp, the Stomp look real.
It's great lah, and I can see why people want to sit through Raw during this period. This is what the third match maybe. And there's so much that has happened on Raw.
Yeah.
And it's only let's do a time check. We are barely into the first hour of Raw.
Right, we are at 48. If we are syncing it, 48, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Like, my point exactly, right, bro. Like, everything that we just discussed, we had like a promo segment, we had all these backstage segments, we had these 3 matches, and it was all in the first hour. So imagine how spread out and well stocked the roster was during this point in time.
And they were also appearing on SmackDown as well. So I can't remember like who else was in the company, but there was an issue at a point where the undercard couldn't get over because they didn't have time to go and get over because there was no brand split. But I mean, look at Chris Benoit, the intensity, the ferocity. But of course, we all know what happened, so it's kind of weird.
There's a reason for the intensity and ferocity, explains itself.
Oh gosh. Okay, at least Kurt Angle. No, crippler crossface, which I mean, only in recent years has become a move.
Yeah, like a thing, right?
That's back. It's like it's almost as if enough time has passed, so people will forget.
Oh, are they tapping out? Oh, not yet. Thought they were gonna tap out.
Of course not, lah. Why? How could Devon tap out, man? He's a Dudley boy.
He's the Reverend Devon.
Reverend Devon.
I still remember.
Nobody does this move anymore. The reverse DDT. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope move.
I miss wrestlers that could really, really go like this, man. Like your Bret Harts and your Kurt Angles, Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even put Chris Jericho in that group.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he was that technically sound. He was just, he adapted a lot of different styles.
He's more of a... he's more of like a mix. He's a great character and he has a more mix of styles. But we're talking about people who can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone like okay, if you want to compare this era, maybe like a Gargano can go.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, I think, can go.
Ciampa.
Like basically a lot of NXT people.
Dudley Device. The double Ds.
Is this after their whole association with Stratus?
Who?
Dudley Boys. Remember, there was this period where Baba Ray was like completely obsessed with Stratus, wanting to put her through a table.
I don't remember. Oh, what was that? A botch. Do you see that?
I just missed it. I was looking at you. What happened?
Bro.
Never mind.
He RKO'd him, yeah? Shane McMahon is going to interfere.
What is Shane doing?
The insane elbow! It was like
to Kairi Sane.
Yeah. I think it was supposed to have been some sort of a backdrop or something, and then they fucked it up. They thought they were doing something else. Oh.
What happened?
Kicked out. Bubba kicked out.
Hey, this match got happening, huh?
Yeah, man.
But I don't even know what's the stakes.
It's a match.
It's just a match. Like I said, just a random match on a random Raw.
Yeah, and it's more exciting than...
Well, the main event of this.
Oh, Tim White gets pulled into the way, and now he's out of the action.
Poor Tim White.
Here we go. The triple Germans.
Suplex City, bitch.
The human suplex machine? Oh, wait, it's not Taz.
I really, really like Chris Benoit's tights. It had the whole slashing deal going on. Yeah. I guess as a Wolverine, right?
Yeah. Oh, 3D! Look at the crowd. All hands are up,
The crowd popped.
Wow.
But the referee's down.
Yeah. As
usual.
You
know what it means? You know
Devon,
what it means?
Get the tables!
Get the tables! I love it. And I love how each tag team had their specialty.
Yeah, the tables.
Yeah, Hardy Boys with their ladders.
Yeah, Edge and Christian had to adopt something, so they went with chairs.
Well, Big Show is in and stirring up shit.
Well,
you see, bro?
Part of the faction, what?
Baba Ray is a big man, right? But look at Big Show being bigger than Baba Ray. It's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, and you go with the cheap win as Shane rolls Chris Benoit on top of Bubba Ray Dudley for the 1, 2, 3. Tim White counts it.
Nice.
for the, I don't know what they were called, Shane's faction.
I don't know, man. I don't know whether it's my nostalgia talking, but everyone, all of the wrestlers in this roster is like, just gives me memories, bro.
I think it is because we've seen them gone through their ups and downs. And I mean, who knows? Maybe in 10 years' time, we'll look back and say, oh, remember that time Andrade had a match and then now he became the champion and then...
Nah. Don't kid yourself, bro.
Okay, Garza.
You want to prove my point? Who you like from 10 years ago?
Who I like from 10 years ago?
Which wrestlers give you nostalgia from 10 years ago?
Kurt Angle lah.
Bro, 10 years ago, WWE.
Oh, 10 years ago. What, 2010? I can't remember. Who?
That's why. Because there is the roster stuck there.
Oh, right.
That's Nexus era, by the way.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's like Cena law, but then, you know.
Yeah.
SMH.
Cena, you're right, lah, Cena. But this one, every single one of them, like, gives me the feels.
Correct. Did anybody actually buy that SMH shirt? Like, seriously, what the hell is an SMH? Other than Stephanie McMahon Helmsley.
It looks like a Best Denki logo. You agree, right? It looks like Best Denki. Are they showing? Is she showing her the moves?
Yeah, the same moves that showed Trish.
So is she doing like some sort of chiropractic right now?
Wow, look at her acting, yeah.
Like they also can.
Hey, as a BJJ practitioner, what do you think of these guillotines and shit?
Actually, to be honest, right, this kind of guillotines can really choke someone out.
Yeah,
if you do it right.
If you do it right. If you get the blade.
A standing guillotine like that can end a match, on the spot.
Mm-hmm. So now she's asking Triple H to teach the Hammerlock escape that he taught Trish.
And then she's gonna feel his game, and then she's gonna get spun, right? I remember this scene.
Is it? Okay, wait.
No, because she also bent down the exact same position as Trish.
Yeah,
and then she's like, how dare you make me do this? Okay, let me. I'm gonna increase the volume.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh no, she's too tall.
Taller. Oh my god.
Yeah, she's too tall. She can't really do the move. So because she's too tall, so that becomes an issue. Because Trish is shorter than her.
Drama lah, this one.
Yeah. I mean, whoever wrote this, right? Like, how did they manage to think it up? Like, okay, she's taller, so
is he gonna make some sort of faux pas again?
He called her Trish. Yeah, he called her Trish. I'm nervous. Yeah.
It's stress lah. If I replace you, I stress, yeah. What the? Hey, save the host.
Save the host. Save the host.
So what they're protesting against? Is this Steven Richards and Right to Censor?
Yes, so there were no more. Oh, they are replaying the.
I can't believe they're replaying this. It's quite funny.
Bending over again. Well, this was the whole main story. Like we talked about,
we said last week, right?
Yeah.
Like it was an overarching story that was progressing throughout the night. And that's what's missing from Raw, because I feel it's a bit disjointed.
Yeah. I guess because they, like we said, they realized that people are not going to watch all 3 hours in a row. It's tough for people to do it. So Steph is leaving now because she's unhappy.
To hell with the match. Oh, so she's leaving.
Yeah, so she has Trips has no partner. So I believe Foley is going to make Trish Stratus the partner. Oh, here we go. They have the worst entrance music.
Oh my god, I can go crazy with this entrance music.
They purposely lah.
How can they make the Godfather like this?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why they save the host? Because
Godfather
The
is
hosts
no.
are angry with the Godfather as well.
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, because they don't have quote unquote, they don't have a job anymore because there's no more whole train. So, like,
I love it, man.
this is the obviously this is a take on the what is it, RT, don't know who lah, some group that petitioned against the WWE lah, so they made a whole bunch of heels out of people who just want to censor everything. And
Oh.
they gave them the most irritating entrance music ever. Like the second the comes out, immediately you want to boo already.
Bro, but I'm sad, bro. They sacrificed the Godfather and one of the best gimmicks.
Wow. And a gimmick that doesn't hold up in 2020 lah. So like why don't they come out with a social justice warrior gimmick today?
Oh my god, that'd be perfect, bro.
Can you and they could literally go online and live out their entire gimmick like a social justice warrior, and then they just highlight it on Raw.
But it will be a healer.
Yeah, of course, it has to be a healer.
You know why it will be a heel?
Right.
Because most SJWs are Democrats and WWE is Republican, what?
Yeah, that too. But it's just the way they
Yeah, but some
to-
SJW are really too much, lah. Really.
Yeah. No, and
cannot.
that could absolutely be a character in the WWE right now.
That's why you need someone who's in touch with society right now, you know. Okay, do you follow all these comedians like Trevor Noah?
Yeah, of course.
Stephen Colbert. Someone who's in touch like that, write a wrestling show. Because I know Jon Stewart loves wrestling. Someone like Jon Stewart did it. Oh, that'll be awesome.
The quote-unquote hoes have jumped the barricade and Stephen Richards is yelling at them.
I feel that it's so cool that we are commentating about hoes.
The so-called hoes.
Wait, bro, did somebody just jump the ring?
Who knows?
A random fan just jumped the ring, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Really? Anything and everything can happen, huh?
You didn't see that?
No. Is that Bull Buchanan, the other one?
Yeah, Bull Buchanan.
Oh.
Him and the Big Boss Man used to be a thing, right?
Right. Well, talk about forgettables, yeah. Oh, the other bald, bearded guy I was thinking about was Tyson Tomko. Christian's
that one,
bodyguard.
You are 5 years too early, bro.
Yeah. It's the same bald with like sharp goatee.
Yeah.
Eh? Who was it? Was it Bull Buchanan that hooked up with John Cena after a while?
B2.
B2. Yeah.
What? You remember?
Yeah.
Okay, bro, because of time constraints, I think we need to fast forward because I need to leave by 5:30.
Okay. So if you scroll down on your WWE network page, right? Let's click on which section?
Let's go to the next segment.
Oh my god, hold on. WWE visits the Republican National Convention.
Okay, I don't know whether that one is
No, do you remember this, the Smackdown Your Vote campaign where they called it a bipartisan campaign to get people to vote, young people to vote. And they would show up at all these different campaigns, Republican, Democrats.
Oh, really?
This one is Michael Cole at the Republican. I think we can skip that.
Yeah, we can skip that.
Okay, straight to Rikishi versus Taz.
We can skip. Okay, let me see. Okay, APA, love them. I love them, but time constraints. Let's see. Let's skip Rikishi and Taz and go straight to Triple H talks to Mick Foley.
Okay. Triple H talks to Mick Foley in 3, 2, 1, click.
Go.
Okay,
so we are at 1 hour 11 minutes.
Look at
this is what I'm talking about. His DIY office at Backstage.
Random cacti. Is he in the toilet?
I think he is. I love it, man.
Oh, okay, so he's complaining to him that he doesn't have a partner now, so he should just call off the match, or he has gavel.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have to skip after this segment because it's more from the Republican convention.
Was this like what? This was like Bush and Al Gore or something, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, so this is Triple H trying to weasel his way out of the main event because he doesn't have a partner.
Yeah, and then Mick Foley making Trish Stratus the partner.
You know what? I remember from this episode, now it just came back to me. The ending. You remember what happened in the end?
Really? No, I don't.
When Trish Stratus, when The Rock chair shot Triple H and he fell.
Don't spoil the ending for those who are watching with us.
Okay, I just stopped there, and he fell. Yeah. Oh, he just did it. He just made the match.
Angry. Okay, let's skip ahead to Eddie Guerrero and China versus Venus and Saturn.
Let's go. In
Alright.
3, 2,
2,
1,
click.
go.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so we are at 1 minute and 13. And we've got Latino heat.
1:13:30. There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
this was after China finally decided to go out with Eddie Guerrero. Latino heat. Look at the smile on China's face.
China was beautiful, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially during this period, especially when she was Eddie Guerrero's mamacita.
Yeah, right.
Do you remember when Eddie Guerrero had his entire Playboy Mansion segment? Because China
was in Playboy.
became the Playboy cover mate, right? And he tried to break into the mansion to like steal and stop the cover from going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Who is beating up China? Oh, Perry Saturn.
Saturn. Bro, Heat. WWF Heat.
Oh my God. Yeah, the B show back in the day. Oh, the horny little she-devil.
Naughty, yeah.
Terry Reynolds.
Oh, Terry Reynolds was with Perry, right?
Yes. So yeah, that's what King used to call Terry, this horny little she-devil, because she would make these fake horns.
Only because of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this was a mixed tag match.
Well, remember, China was consistently facing the men a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
So this is not a mixed tag match, as in Terry Reynolds is not in this match.
So it was a handicap match or what?
No, it's Venus and Saturn. Venus and Saturn. Actually, I never realized that.
Not Val Venus, huh?
It is Val Venus. Bro, Venus and Saturn. Val Venus and Perry Saturn.
What?
Yeah, that's the match. And I only now realize the pun that has been made here. See, look, the Intercontinental Champion, Val Venus.
Wait,
this is obviously post-porn star days.
His music is different as well.
Yeah, this is no longer the "Hello, ladies." Val Venus.
What a way. So it's like more serious lah.
Yeah, but then it didn't work lah because like everyone just remembers him as "Hello, ladies."
I remember Perry Saturn and his mop gimmick. Remember that?
Moppy.
Yeah.
At some point, he gets some sort of a head injury, and then they just play off of it. Like he's just gone loopy from his concussion.
The Mamacita.
Yes. Look at the intensity right off the bat. Oh, Hurricane Rana, beautiful by Eddie Guerrero.
I really, really like the dynamic between Eddie and China during this period.
I mean, they had legit like chemistry.
There was a whole angle that they played out where the three of them, and is it Chris Jericho? I don't know, but they were all feuding over the Intercontinental title.
Yes, they even had a triple threat, right?
And then like China was the champion, but then Eddie Guerrero hugged her, and then it became a pin.
Oh, right.
Remember this?
Yeah. I think I vaguely remember some shenanigans like that.
What a tornado DDT. Okay, bro, I feel weird to say this, but we need to skip some more. Because we have to end this by 5:30, so we got 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Let's see the comeback first. Let's see the comeback.
Yeah, let's give China her due. Ugly clotheslines.
Comeback.
Look, I mean, let's face it, China wasn't the greatest worker. You compare this to anything that Charlotte Flair can do. Look at that horrible looking elbow.
Bro, but China, one thing she is she's believable. She looks believable.
Oh yeah, but once she goes in the ring, look, everything looks like shit. Perry Saturn has to like jump over for the body slam. Like he literally body slammed himself. China just had to follow through with the movement.
Do you think this is like like how people shit on Tessa Blanchard a bit and say like women shouldn't fight with a man? Is it because of this kind of situations where...
No, it's not a gender thing. It's just she's just not a good wrestler. Like if you put Charlotte Flair and Seth Rollins in there, I 100% believe it because she is believable in what she does.
Yeah, so really she's not as a worker, like regardless of gender, she's not that good.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what gender she is, she's just not a good worker. She just looks because she's a bodybuilder. She was never a pro wrestler to begin with,
Okay. Okay, bro. I think let's skip. Can we go
Alright.
to? Let's keep the good parts. Trish Stratus comes to Triple H's locker. Woo!
Bro, why don't we just skip straight to the main event?
You want to go to the main event straight
Let's
away?
go to because the Trish Stratus Triple H locker room scene is just her like telling him, "Hey, we have to fight," and then Triple H getting pissed off about
there's
it.
this very interesting thing about Big Show attacking Kane before their match. I wonder what's that about.
You want to click on that?
No, actually no.
Okay, so
It's okay. We have seen millions of Big Show and Kane
Kane,
matches
yeah.
through the years, right?
yeah,
Okay,
shoot-
let's go to the main event.
yeah, let's just go to the main event. All right,
Okay,
we're
I'm
gonna
sorry
click on-
guys for
yeah.
us having a very truncated version of this watch along, but we have time constraints.
Triple H and Trish Stratus versus The Rock and Lita. Let's click on that in 3,
3,
2,
2,
1,
1, click.
go. Okay.
1 minute, 1 hour 25.
Yeah, 10 minutes
Bro,
left.
do you realize something very interesting?
What's that?
Throughout this entire show, The Rock hasn't appeared one single bit.
You make the crowd wait because he was that big a draw. Oh, look. Just enjoy the music.
No, just enjoy Trish Stratus, bro.
Oh, bro, yeah. So Trish comes out first. Triple H is all angry.
They have such an awkward chemistry.
Yeah. Which is the whole point, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Trish's like, walao, you costing me my marriage. I didn't do anything. Lillian
But-
Garcia, by the way, ring announcer at the time.
Yeah. She's still, rocking it at what, 2000?
Yeah, man.
Damn. Hey, but a lot of people don't realize that Lillian Garcia is quite old. She's in her 50s already.
Oh, okay. But she still looks great for her age, so.
Yeah, she looks great. Chef Boyardee.
Oh, the good old water spit. Like, I'm sorry lah, but when doing sports, every WWE fan has done that before. Even when not
course.
coming out of the shower, after brushing your teeth, rinsing your mouth.
Okay,
You know-
is this given the timing of COVID, can Triple H ever do the spit again? Bro?
No. Maybe next in 5 years' time, 2 years' time. Oh, look at Lita. Look at how
Woohoo,
hot she
Lita.
was.
Sorry, I feel so weird that just in this video, this entire podcast is just us gushing over the women. I'm so sorry.
Ah. Yeah, and this was literally the only women's match, and it was with Triple H and The Rock.
Are you ready for The Rock's pop? Look at the pop.
If you're
It's cooking.
Oh, is that intro? Oh, do you smell what The Rock? Oh my God, look at him, and he's smoldering, and he has sweat dripping all over him.
He already had the smolder settled. Huh?
Yeah. He's always had the smolder.
He is
But
the World Wrestling Federation champion, bro.
He looks so much smaller than he does now. Look at him.
Which is crazy, right?
Yeah. Now he's just literally a rock, a mountain. He used to be a pebble.
He was a slender pebble.
Yeah.
He-
Now he's
no, he-
just.
He had a leaner physique, like a swimmer's body during this period.
Yeah.
But
I-
then again, you're not traveling, and wrestling every single time. So I guess you got more time to work on your body.
yeah.
But
He,
even then, he's pretty jacked.
yeah. He essentially now has all day to work out. He wakes up at 4 a.m. to work out too.
Mhm.
The Rock says, "Shut your mouth." I don't give a shit what you say. Can you read? What they
Nah, but the smack talking is evident.
Yeah. It's like, I don't give a shit what you think. Bro,
Bro, just
I
take
chew
me
my
back
gum.
to this. Take me back to this period, man.
Oh,
Look
I
at
wish-
how badass wrestling was.
Yeah, I wish I could be there live just to see Rock trips. Lita, Trish.
Can you imagine being front row here?
Yeah, right? Oh, here we go. And the match is started. Look at, the good old Rock slaps. Spit, the hand spit. Block. No spitting. It's COVID times, please.
The Rock and Triple H always had great chemistry, though.
Mm.
Like
No.
you always can tell that they didn't like each other.
Yeah, but that made for great chemistry in the ring. The Rock has this very unique style. When he moves, when he punches, that he somehow
Yeah.
just developed along the way.
It's very exaggerated, very
Yeah.
theatrical,
Yeah,
but it's great lah for someone watching. Like,
it
it's
looks
very entertaining to watch.
interesting. Oh, look at Trish.
Triple H is gonna fight. Oh, The Rock say, "Oh, Lita."
Here comes
and-
Lita. And I mean, they blazed the trail for the women now, but
Yeah.
their skills weren't anywhere close to the current level, which is great.
This
you know?
period, you can tell that Trish Stratus is a novice.
Yeah. And then Lita she's got her high flying moves. She would. I mean, look at that suplex.
Mm.
They were still better than China, though.
Come on. The best wrestler, I think, at this point in terms of the women was probably Lita.
Probably.
But even then, she's not that polished yet,
No, she just does moves, and maybe that was the appeal of her. I don't know. Oh, look at the dastardly Triple H hitting Lita.
Basket, attack women like that.
They dare. This stuff wouldn't fly today,
But then again, Lita took chair shots from Stone Cold, so
Yeah.
go figure, right?
Look at the thong.
Oh, Bulldog.
It's amazing to see how far they've come in terms of even Trish herself. From when she started, she was green as anything, all the way till. Oh my God! Can you look at how far up Trish's shots ride? Like you can literally see the bottom of her ass. Look at that.
Come on, Mr. Young.
Oh my
Focus
gosh!
on the match.
I am focusing on the most important. I mean the pedigree.
The Rock is back.
But can you imagine the Alexa Bliss with shots that short now?
I can't, bro. Put Alexa Bliss in the main event right now. So that's the thing, bro.
It would never happen. Not now.
Like probably the only believable female wrestler that can do a main event mixed tag team with the champion is probably like Becky Lynch.
You mean now, Charlotte Flair? I would even say Asuka.
But it's just the story that's being told. They need to tell the better stories that make them more compelling as characters.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Woof, that was rough.
That was rough. You can tell that the one that is carrying the matches is The Rock and Triple H, for sure.
Yeah, lah.
You see, even their conflict between the women are very short.
Yeah. But good. You have to give it to them. They finally worked their way into a main event of Raw. Remember, that was such a big deal? Trish versus Lita. This was when Trish, I think, was wearing the protective face mask.
That was like a few years later only, though.
Yeah, but it's not like they rested on their laurels. They improved.
Bro, I'm looking at the time. It's only 5 more minutes left.
Yeah.
So, right, this main event is only like less than 10 minutes.
Well,
but it's like they pack a lot in,
You don't want to give your big megastar, The Rock, too much work, Must let him rest. But yeah, I find it interesting that he literally did not do anything until the match started. It was all Triple H and Steph and Trish carrying the story.
And now, you look at the champions now appear everywhere. I don't know, they are not being treated like champions. To me, like if you have a champion, you have a belt, right? Comes with certain prestige. And it's terms of how you're placed on the card.
Well, there's this whole thing, I want to be a fighting champion. I want to fight every week. I want to...
But you have to be wary of overexposure as well, especially now you have so many hours of TV. I remember a lot of the reason why Seth Rollins started to get really annoying and overexposed is, like you said, he was everywhere. He kept appearing everywhere. And I was like, okay, I'm done with this guy.
Yeah, it's just too much, right? Yeah. Well, there was a time where Austin was on Raw, basically most of the show.
But you need to have people who have cults of personality, not a CM Punk fan. But really, like, wrestlers who genuinely are influential people. Like, you have, like, a LeBron, on your team. You want to watch it because it's LeBron.
Correct.
Like, right now, honestly, I want to watch Raw because of Randy Orton. I don't idolize anyone else.
And even then, though, Randy Orton is not, like we talked about the different levels of wrestler back in the day, right? Randy Orton, in terms of a promo, is not like a Rock or Austin. He's still at that
maybe
second...
number 2, number 3 even.
Yeah. Definitely number 2 or 3 lah. Not any lower, but he's definitely not the Rock or Austin.
Will you put Cena on number 1?
Sandwich. Yes.
Nice.
I would.
Yeah. Cena is a great promo guy.
Oh, and his punches. Punch Triple H right out of the ring.
Oh,
he spine busted Trish.
He spine busted Trish.
Man, you could not do that in this era. So wait, I can't remember if this was mixed tag rules or it's just a tag match. Anybody can fight anybody.
I think I don't know. I don't know how it works now.
The Lita Salt.
Nice.
1, 2, and Lita picked up the win for the team. Triple H is angry, yeah. Who threw a bottle of water at him?
The crowds are so rowdy.
That's why it was.
Bro, that match just went by in a flash.
Yeah, it wasn't
It was exciting all the way through.
Yeah, it wasn't a long match. It was an exciting. Right.
This is the ending. This is the ending.
And then, wow, 69 position with Trish.
Okay, so this is the part where if Stephanie was watching.
Yeah, I'm sure they made it a thing on the next episode. Rock's like, what?
I love Jim Ross' commentary. I don't know where Stephanie is, but I hope for their marriage's sake, she's not watching right now. 2000
Warzone.
Okay, Triple H is enjoying himself right now.
And sweating all over poor Trish Stratus. So there you go. That's Raw from 2000. I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane.
Apologies, guys, for the truncated version towards the end. But we managed to catch all the great stuff. Great main event. And you think about it, like, I think one of the biggest takeaways I realized is every single, segment felt compelling.
Yeah, and like you said right at the start, it felt hectic, it felt chaotic, it felt like anything could happen. That is what is missing. It's right there in the title, Raw. It felt raw, and the current Raw product seems too polished. You know what it is? Kind of like a Disney movie where you expect A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They know the formula, so let's just stick to that formula and go with it. So there isn't that like, what the hell could happen?
Yeah, I get Vince McMahon trying to be like Disney and trying to make it polished and appeal to everyone for the general audience, but wrestling in its core, it can't be polished because it's combat, it's fighting,
Yeah.
And if you want to do the entertainment, you want to do all these like stories and weave into it and use the medium of wrestling, even then, like if, for example, bro, just give you an example of Avengers. If Avengers was too goody-goody, too happy-go-lucky,
it would
even it's in its current PG format, it's still compelling.
Yep. I mean, well, what can the current product do to sort of bring back some of? I know AEW is making it work. AEW is doing these things.
I really think they have to bring back this wild, chaotic, anything can happen kind of atmosphere. They managed to make magic a couple of times recently.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about last year when Braun Strowman speared Bobby Lashley through the
water cooler moments where you the next day you will tell your friends, hey bro, did you see that? Holy shit, that was crazy. Or did you see
when Braun Strowman initially fought with Roman Reigns and he flew over the ambulance, that was pretty dope.
So essentially they have not say forgotten how to, but maybe because of the whole COVID situation, no live crowd, they're just, like we've talked about, in a holding pattern. They haven't gone out of their way to create this. Well, except for the eye thing. I mean, we just shared on it.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit hypocritical. We talk about them not creating moments, but then we just shat on them creating a moment a week ago with the eye popping out.
I don't know. Maybe if you're in the zone, if you got it right so many times, it just naturally it works. Let's be honest. If Mae Young gave birth to a hand on this past episode of Raw, we'll be shitting on it. So come on, it's context. Context is key.
Yeah, and also I think that because back in the day they were in such heated competition with Nitro, they would try anything. Now their risk for appetite is so. Their appetite for risk for appetite. What the hell? Their appetite for risk is so much lower because they have shareholders to answer to. They are not in a life or death situation with another major rival.
Yeah. Also, I have to admit that their main concern right now, WWE, is not their audience. It's not their ratings. You can tell they just wanted to guarantee the TV contracts, and that's it.
And then have clips for social media.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, bro, the social media is the one that's doing big numbers for them.
Yep.
You keep forgetting when it still blows my mind that WWE, their YouTube channel has like 60 million subscribers.
More,
huge pool.
More than the other sports, like legit sports leagues out there.
Yeah. So, and like, every time they wanna just get a number, like money and profit, they just upload an old match, will get like 2 million views just like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
they have the benefit of a very extensive library and nostalgia, lah.
yeah.
That
So
sense.
but like I said, nostalgia probably can carry us for maybe 10 years, 20 more years.
Mm-hmm.
But like for example, bro, wrestlers from the 60s, like no one gives a shit about it.
Yeah.
So it took 40 years, If 80s to me is like when wrestling got like, really, really like into pop culture. But if they don't keep building like new generational stars, they will stagnate lah. They will become I will always use the football analogy because it works so well.
Yeah.
Like like Liverpool lah. Liverpool had to create a new generation of stars for us to give a shit about them.
Who is the next breakout star? We had Austin. We have Hogan. We had Austin. We had Rock. Who's next? Who even comes close? Nobody.
Sadly, I don't think it's Drew. I don't think it's Drew.
It's not going to be Randy.
The problem with someone like Drew is a journeyman.
Yeah.
Not like the shiny new thing.
Yeah.
like can be like, oh, he's the main guy, can push to the moon.
Yeah.
We have to look at the guys who are in their 20s lah, and I feel that right now Velveteen Dream is still my guy, even though with all the shit he's been going through, I don't know, but he's still my guy lah.
But he is not even anywhere close to that level. He hasn't even debuted on the main roster. I'm talking about a main roster guy who potentially you see, he could be the next one to break out. I look at the roster, I don't see anybody. Not Roman.
Not on Raw, not on SmackDown.
Not Braun, not Bray. Like who?
It's the thing. It is the thing. Like but you never know because WWE is trying out stuff. Maybe Big E could become the main guy again. You never know.
Maybe.
We just have to keep faith and let them give the opportunities for these wrestlers to shine. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. We certainly did. Oh, very quickly, let's mention a debut on AEW this week. Woo, woo, woo!
You know it!
Matt Cardona.
Looking jack on that Heath Slater diet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, but Matt Cardona is such a weird thing to say because it's Zack Ryder.
I'm not used to it. It will take some time.
Yeah, but he is now apparently a friend of Cody. Well, he was always a friend of Cody. He came in to help Cody out after Cody's match against Nighthawk from Mortal Kombat.
Quick prediction, bro. I can see Cody Rhodes throughout this entire run as a TNT champion, eventually turning heel. And who will he drop the title to?
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
Ultimate underdog, bro. That's how we're going to sign off today.
That's not ultimate underdog. That's ultimate nepotism, because they're friends. So he going to work with him. Friendship goals. Okay, so next time if I open a wrestling company, you will be my mid-card title holder.
Thanks, bro. Just pay me well, bro. Thanks.
Money. Anyway, you got to go do your thing. I got to go, go do my thing. And thanks, as always, for listening to the podcast. Hey, follow us on all our social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. Kick to the Cut. Anytime you want to slide into our DMs, we'd love to chat as well.
Yeah, bro. Please tell all your friends, those who love wrestling, those who still remember wrestling, and those who want to enjoy wrestling. We have a great community going on.
Yeah,
please follow our YouTube channel. We're trying to build that as well.
Yes. In any case, it's Mister Young.
And it's for in the building. Selamat Hari Raya Haji.
Take care.
Yes, take care.